Yo guys, today we're gonna do an OLL tier list. This is gonna be probably the longest video I've ever made. I have no idea, but 57 cases. If you don't have any idea what OLL is, what are you doing here? It's the third step of the CFOP method, 57 algorithms. Some of them are really easy, some of them are pretty weird. So along the way, I will give a bunch of tips, and I also have some shortcomings. I don't know everything, guys. So if you have any tips, leave them in the comments. Now, the first algorithm, the T case. That's like the beginner case to set up a cross, right? Like you have a bar, bam, like that. I'm gonna give it A. It's super short, but the problem is that it's not easy to like avoid the regrip in the beginning. The next one is the other T case, and this one, you don't need a regrip. Like you can do it. If you know like the lefty F prime, it's not easy to master because a lot of people would do this. Nothing wrong with that, but this is just better. And if you can do that, if you're good at that, then it deserves a yo tier. So let's go ahead and put it there. Also, if you're wondering, wow, Cupid, such a nice sweater. My mom made this, so shout out to my mom. Thank you so much. I love you. Now we have all the cross cases, and the soon. I do it like this. That's just yo, guys, because come on, that's the fastest algorithm out there. Like if you can do anything faster, then you probably do something wrong. Now I know a bunch of algorithms for this one because like from this side, I think most people do this. You would do this, U2, back, overwork this finger, and then insert the pair again. It's like a lot of these moves. Instead, what I usually do is just do the normal soon but lefty, which goes like that, which is almost as fast as a normal soon. I think this still deserves yo tier, but we need to spread stuff out because there's gonna be a lot of algorithms that are gonna be like similar in speed, in you know what I'm talking about. So A tier is good, guys. A tier is like almost as good as yo tier, but it isn't. Also, shout out to Pablo. For all these cases, like the next 5 cases, I use COLL, which is basically 6 algorithms that not only solve OLL, but also the corners. But I assume that for this case, this would be the standard algorithm, the standard algorithm. You get it? Like OLL algorithm, OLL algorithm. I'm gonna give it A tier. The other one is pretty much the same, but different order, I suppose. It's basically like this yo T case, but they have fat moves. Now, normal moves are still better than fat moves, so we gotta put A tier. So this algorithm, I don't know if there's like a better algorithm. I think this is like the basic algorithm, right? The one with the D moves. I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with it, but is it good, guys? This is probably one of the cross cases that isn't that good. I'm gonna give it B. Also, if you disagree with me, there's a comment section down below. You can share your opinion. That's what that is for. Okay. It's kind of a lot of double flicks, right? It's good, but it's not as good as the soon cases, right? I'm gonna put it in B. Man, you know, I'm gonna do this just for a second. The comment section, if you disagree. And now we have this case. By the way, big tip. This is cube head tips, okay? If you have this case, don't do this algorithm. It needs a regrip. Instead, do this algorithm. I like it. I like it. It's like a longer soon, basically, right? Because you do a soon and like, oh no, and then you do a soon. So TPS on this one is like really fast. So we gotta put it like, it doesn't deserve A, right? Because it's basically like a longer soon. But then again, you don't need to do L moves. But it's not as good as the T case, is it? But I like it. It's better than that. Yeah. A. This is weird to see it next to that case, but I'm gonna leave it like this because this is my video, guys. Also, if you're wondering, I'm using the RS3V5. I've been testing the cube. I like it. And also, if you're wondering, that's a cool mat. Yeah, this is like the black cube head mat in Black Friday team, because now you get 7% discount using discount code CUBECLE on the CUBICLE.com. That's a huge discount. What is Chef doing here? Why is he in my OLL tier list? We'll rate him later. The next case I'm gonna do are these two and these two. And the reason for that is basically they're all fat soons in a way. And that's not a diss. That's not a diss. It basically means this. This case, fat soon. What more can I say? It's just as fast as the normal soon. It should be like in between A and yo. I haven't prepared this, guys. I'm using my emotions to rank these OLLs, alright? This square case is basically the same, but inverse. The problem with this is I cannot do it without a regrip. Like, you can do this, but then you're overworking a lot, right? So what I would do is basically regrip, bam. But it still deserves a... because it's better than that, right? Bear in mind, we're gonna start with the easy cases, right? We'll have more variety at the end of the video. This case also, I overwork. I do it like that. Still better than B, right? I'm gonna put that in A. I'm gonna spread them out after I do this case. Because this case, once again, is also a fat soon, in a way. I do it like this. Now that I think of it, it doesn't overwork and it also doesn't require a regrip. But all of the fat soon cases are kind of equal. Now we're just gonna go down the list because honestly, I categorize them with how they look. These cases look a lot like the fat soon cases, but they're not. Although they have something in common with the soon because you start with a wide R prime, R2, then you do a soon, and then you undo the first two moves. Or you don't undo them, maybe you just fix the cross. I don't know, but I like the algorithm. It's kind of fancy, high move count. It's flexible, you know? That's also why I'm gonna give it a high position. I'm gonna put it next to this case. Now the other one I do from this side, and it's basically the same inverse, I think. I forgot how to do it. You know what? I'm gonna set it up and not think about it, and we'll just see. That's how I do it, guys. I don't know how I do it, but I do it this way. I like it less than the other case, to be honest. I don't know, there's something about... I do the M move with my thumb. I think it's not traditional, but I like it. So I'm gonna put it next to that case. I like my list so far. Still a lot of cases, oh my god. This case, it's not good, but it's also not horrible. The thing is, it's a wide soon, but it's like a double soon. What is... I definitely have a loose magnet. Oh no. Oh. This is the... Anyways, this case, double wide soon, is gonna be equal to that. The other one, I do like this. I would say it's equal. They're not great. They're not bad. Oh, so this is one of the cases that Timon got previous ER on. You have this bar here, okay? They flow so well, you don't have to regrip. Although it is wide moves, it's like... It's one of my favorite cases. I like them a lot. Just make sure that you don't do like any unnecessary like regrips or stuff. This... Like that. And the other one. It might be pretty tricky, but once you get it down, it's like one of the best cases out there. I would put them A, to be honest. Now is the time we're gonna clean this up. I can do this. Gonna keep it in poop team. The cases now are just a bit more spread out. I'm gonna do this. Boom. I'm gonna make from the A tier 2 tiers. Yeah. Okay, that's good. These are also cases that you probably know, even if you know like not that many algorithms. This is really basic. F, double sexy. Once again, you start with like the regrip. I don't think it makes sense to do that. B. I made a Tuesday tips video of this on my other channel. By the way, cubing specific video. I'm getting rid of the cube face channel. Right now, this is gonna be the cubing channel again. Alright? I'm sorry if I went for like these viral videos or like over edited stuff. Sometimes it's tough to figure out like what you want to do. But now, I'm here with you guys. Okay? So, this one algorithm you could do is this. This is another one. And then I have another one, F, inverse sexy, into a soon. These are 3 algorithms that are all 3 good, but the case itself is still worse than that case. So I will put it here. I think that's fair. So these 4 cases are called the fish-shaped cases. I don't see a fish in that. I could see a fish in it, but then I could see a fish in this. And this. This is also a fish then. So this algorithm flows really well. Look at this. It's not the best, but I'm gonna put it here or even here. So this is basically a T-perm with a different ending. It's a bit shorter. It seems to be a bit longer than the other one. So I'm gonna put it here. I need to sneeze. No, that was fake. I couldn't sneeze, and that's like disgusting feeling. So normally, if you would start out, you would do this algorithm with a regrip. That algorithm is also already good, but You need to be good at this pinch F, okay? If you're good at that, that's a better algorithm. But if you know both, you can do some OLL CP. Is it as good as the Yo? It's probably kind of in between, but I'm gonna put it here for now. We have a lot of A cases. I'm gonna spread them out. Not now. I'm gonna do it later. So this is again one of these algorithms that just flows really, really well. It should be B. Now the P cases, they are actually really good. I like them. This P case is the easiest one. For this one, you don't want to regrip, okay? You do F with your thumb, inverse sexy, F prime. That's all there is to it. I think we should put more cases in the Yo tier.
A few moments later.
Now I'm basically handing out cases to the Yo tier. You could do like the lefty version of what I just did. Like that. It's really awkward because I'm not used to it. But otherwise, I think this is better, is to do this algorithm. It's pretty fancy. It's good. It's an A. This is how I set cases up. I just redo them until I have the case. Here's the case. I like this P. I like this P. Man, that sounds so wrong, but I like this P. Look at this. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about it. But it's not the fastest one. It's B. It deserves B. Look at this, guys. We have a lot of place left in the F in the poop tier. We're gonna have a lot of in this video. Can I say Will I get demonetized? I can say No, I cannot. Poop. I can say poo. So for this case, I know the people that are good with S moves. S moves? You know, these boys. I never use them in OLL. The reason is I'm not used to them. I know they're good. So if you're like a real cuber, you're like, oh, S moves are the poop. F moves are the poo. I use this algorithm. But if you're like a real G, you would do this. I agree, it's better, but it's still better to use an algorithm you're comfortable with than an algorithm that you constantly mess up. I'm gonna put it equal to the other P case. I like both of them. Oh no, I see cases I don't like. And that was Jeff. Yes, let's do this. You know, guys, how many times do I need to say this? Jeff always bites me. Like, look at my hands. You cannot see anything. But no, actually, that was pretty close to death there. I was bleeding. He's a cute kitten. That's the only reason I didn't get rid of him. But he's so annoying. This case, oh boy. If you get this case here, you're pooped. This is a basic algorithm you would do. It's like this fat thing. You do inverse sexies and then slash this back in. It doesn't sound bad, right? Even if I do it, it doesn't look bad, but it's bad. I have this trick where I just do F sexy F prime and I do COLL. Because now, look at this, guys. Look at this. I know this ZBLL. I know a few ZBLL cases. Hey, I'm cool, I know. I think it's probably the worst, so I'm gonna put it at trash. This is called like the Colin Burns OLL. It's like, Colin Burns is a guy who once got a world record. I use that algorithm. It's not the best, but there is a better algorithm for that, and I'm gonna show it to you. I think I can already do it faster. I'm gonna put it F. It probably deserves D, but because I use a bad algorithm, it's gonna be F. So in the next case, I break a fundamental rule in algorithms, and that is that you should avoid rotations. Take this pair out. Wait, what do I do? Take this pair out, and then insert it again like that. I do a rotation. It's not the best, I think. There's like this algorithm. Let me try it now. The other algorithm is not that much better. I would say that doing this with the rotation is totally fine. It's still not one of the best cases. I would give it D. Next case, this is a really famous one. If you can, this is like another cube head tip. If you can, a lot of people would just do wide F double sexy. If you get it from this side, F double sexy is fine. It's a good case. If you can, this is still a bit better. F prime double inverse F. Is it A? It's A. But I put this in B. Is this better than... You kind of... No, it's the same. It's not better or worse. This makes more sense. Man, I'm not happy with this. Oh, that case. I do this algorithm. Oh yeah, it's like the M2 in the middle. That's so... I think this is the worst case. Is there like a better algorithm for this? S moves. Bam, 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 bam. Is that better? This OLL is basically like a Mickey Mouse, no bars on the side. He's basically just doing two fat strewn OLLs next to each other. He's basically doing two OLLs at once. By the way, dot cases, if I didn't make it clear, are really bad. Basically these, I know I used to have like an OLL cheat sheet and I called these algorithms the Nazis. Can I say that? Can you see why? I don't want to talk about this, but it's like doing two OLLs next to each other. So it's like fat, sexy, F, and then you get like the T case. There might be better algorithms for these cases, but they're like so convenient. Oh, I see this algorithm. Oh, actually, shout out to SpeedQDB, by the way. I'm learning stuff, but there's nothing entirely wrong with doing this. I wanted to make a point, but I'm totally messing up. So there is something wrong with them. The other algorithms I just showed are better. Actually, I do have an OLL with S moves. I forgot. It's like F, sexy, F, sexy, F prime. Basically, it's like doing F, sexy, F prime, and then doing this case. But instead of doing like two cases, you cancel with the S move. No, it's bad, but I think these are worse. It's bad. Now for this case, I do an easy algorithm. And it's probably like the first dot case you would learn because it's pretty easy. Although it doesn't deserve to be no, let's do that. It doesn't deserve to be next to that. I think this makes more sense. Like I shouldn't be so harsh on that case. This dot case is potentially better. It goes like this. It might be equally good. I'm just gonna put it next to the other one. But then the last dot case, I'm so glad that we're almost done with them. I do it like this with an M. I'm just gonna put it next to the other dot cases here. This one probably needs to be there as well. But still, all dot cases are pretty bad. I'm glad that we're getting to some cases that are good again. So these cases are basically like taking out a pair. For example, this case is like taking out this pair and inserting them in a different way. They're really good. Like, look at this. That was not good. Those cases are so good. I love them. That needs to be A. Oh no, here we go again. No spacing. Yes, guys, there needs to be some room. Because the next one is equally good. This one. What can I say? It's the same, but like the inverse. What can I say? These are like really good cases. Oh no, I see a case I don't like. This case is short. Finger tricks are kind of awkward. I start with a regrip, do this. Then I do that and my pinky. I'm gonna get judged so much for this case. I do this. I want to show it again. Just do bam. I think it's like some Felix Zemdex finger trick. But I don't dislike the case. It needs to be... I'm gonna give it B. It doesn't deserve A. But this, guys, this... I'm flipping it to bird. I hate it. I used to do this. It's like taking out this pair, doing B, sledging, and then doing this again. It's like... You see how awkward that is, right? Now I do this. It doesn't seem horrible, right? But I mess it up constantly. It's probably the best algorithm to learn though, but I don't like it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not as bad as the worst cases. It deserves F. Yes. Man, I'm looking at the algorithms people use for this, and it's not good. I do this. Let me just try the other one that they recommend. Other people do it from the other side and do this. It's shorter, but come on, F prime, wide R. Oh. Oh, that's actually good. That's better. But I don't use that algorithm, so it's pretty bad. It's short. That's like the advantage. It's a short algorithm. Now the other one, the pinky finger trick. I use it again. It's like this. It just works. It's probably not the best, but it works. These cases are called the awkward shapes. I don't really see what's awkward about it, but what is awkward is this video or how you do it, because it's like you start with a soon. And then you get this case. It's like 2 OLLs. Once again, this is the same thing, Suzane from this side. Different type of Suzane. It's like an anti-Suzane, I think. And then you get this case. It's pretty much the same thing. They're not good. They're really not good. So we're gonna put them in D tier. Now these cases. I used to not like this OLL, and then I saw Max Spark doing this algorithm. You start with a regrip. That's the only thing that's bad about it. It flows so well. I'm gonna put it B tier even. Because I never mess it up. And if you don't mess up an algorithm, that's like a huge pro. I've met so many people that are like, once they know the algorithm I'm gonna show you right now, they're like, that's my favorite algorithm. A lot of them. So if you're like, you're not special. The algorithm goes like this. It doesn't go like again. I'm gonna give it an A because it's enjoyable and I know a lot of people like it. That's why I'm gonna give it A, but it doesn't deserve an A. So if you're judging me for that position at the end of the video and didn't watch the entire thing, I'm calling you out. If I get a comment right now that says, oh, that case doesn't deserve an A tier, you haven't watched this video, bro. Now these 4 cases are called the Knight moves. Like in Knight. Why? So we have this case and you do this. Regrip, I think. You probably don't need the regrip. Oh, I'm gonna get called out. Regrip, sexy, insert again. Let me try doing no regrips. Yeah, you don't need regrips. No regrips, guys. I take that back. For this case, I kind of like it from this side as well. I know this other algorithm that goes like this. I'm gonna rearrange some things. Maybe all of these should just be like that. The other case is exactly the same, but I do it with lefty algorithms. For some reason, it flows better with lefty. I don't know. This algorithm, really enjoyable. It's really good. I'm gonna put it C. This one is kind of with a big regrip. You see at the end, it's kind of D. Does it deserve D though? I'm gonna put them next to each other. They're probably equal. And now we have these 2 cases, and this is good because you basically start out as a Suzane, but instead of inserting it, you're like, no, I'm gonna sledge it anyways. Probably B. They're not gonna be A because we have so many cases. Now for this case, I do the same thing, but from the other side. I finger trick it like this though, because of the lefty move, so I'm gonna put it here. So here it is. I made some final changes, like I moved these one in between because there's kind of a thin line between the best and great algorithms. I moved these 2 down a bit. I moved this one up a bit because it's not as bad as the dot cases, let's be honest. And Jeff, he got to sit underneath the list. Pablo. It's like a lot of people would be glad, oh, Pablo is finally back, and then he's like on the ground. But here it is. I feel like we're complete again. Like I'm making cubing specific videos, getting close to 1 million subscribers, and voice crack. That just the entire Cubehead fight, right? I just want to say, I think you'll enjoy the next videos that I'm gonna make. I'm just gonna focus on the community because I enjoy that. We'll see what happens, but thanks for being here. Peace, guys. Ciao. Woo! A special shout out to these lovely YouTube members. If you want to get early access to videos and other stuff, you can join the channel as well. And if you're into cubing, you definitely want to check out the Cubehead Discord server. Links in the description.